magical star beings, this is Psychic Siren Tarot and welcome to the channel. In today's reading we're going to be doing a reading on what do they admire about you, okay? So please be aware when we're looking at what they admire. This can be anyone on your mind. You can pick a pile specifically to someone on your mind, or we can just keep it open-ended as well for those that don't have anyone on their mind and just see who shows up. So just take it as it resonates there, because I've kind of set the intention to keep it open-ended for both people, those who want to pick someone in their mind and choose a pile, and those who just want to keep it open-ended and see who comes up, who admires them. Okay, so now I'm going to show you your piles, but before I do, please also be aware this is a general reading, to only take what resonates and leave the rest, as the messages may differ for everyone. So we have the red cat's eye crystal for pile number 1. We have appetite for pile number 2. And we have orange calcite for pile number 3. I'm going to give you a few seconds to pick a pile. Pick whichever pile you're most drawn to right now. If you're drawn to more than one pile, you can pick 2 or all of them. Your intuition will always know best. And if the person on your mind, if you are picking a person on your mind, if their energy draws you to any pile, you can also do it that way. Okay, if you're done picking a pile, please find the timestamps for your pile in the description box below, and then I will see you at your reading. Hi there, my pile number 1s. If you chose this cat's eye crystal, this reading is for you. We're going to be taking a look at what they admire about you, okay? So you pick the card sensuality with feminine wisdom and passion. I'm going to go ahead and add the rest of your cards for you now, but please be aware this is a general reading, to only take what resonates and leave the rest. And if you picked a specific person on your mind that you want to know about, then you can take the reading like that. Whereas for those that have kept it open-ended, I might see people that admire you in this pile, okay? So just take it as it resonates based on what you picked. I'm now going to add your cards for you. Okay, so for your cards, we have brilliant beliefs with luminous life force and personal power. We have wisdom with learning, art, joy, and music. We have duality with many meanings and misunderstanding. We have healing earth with the power to give and receive healing. I think I added an extra card by mistake, but maybe you're just meant to see this card. I'll just keep it in mind. We have telepathy with transmission, perception, and communication. Okay. I'll just keep that card in mind for your cards. We have the 10 of Cups. We have the 3 of Wands. I love this specific 3 of Wands. Okay, we have the Devil. We have the Tower. We have the Queen of Wands. Okay, my pile number 1s, now that we have your cards laid out, I see exactly what they admire about you. Okay, so I'm feeling whoever it is we're talking about here, I feel it could be romantic in a sense for some of you, and While a lot of you, I do feel it is romantic, whereas for others of you, I will say this is an intuitive connection. What I mean by this is, we have certain connections with people where they are telepathic or intuitive in some way. It's like a higher type of soul connection. Um, I'm not even sure if soulmates have this. Sometimes they do, but it's like very specific types of soul connections that have these qualities or traits of having like a telepathic connection. I've seen it in some of my personal readings, but yeah, I'm not sure how to specifically say it, if it is a soulmate, a twin flame, because it may be different for all of you. But I feel whatever this connection is, it is some type of telepathic connection, some type of intuitive connection where you can either feel what is going on in this person's life, you think of them when they think of you. You can feel when something is not right. You can feel when maybe they are thinking about you, or um, dream about them a lot, things like that. That is what I mean by intuitive connection. It's almost the same as, on TV where they would say twins have that connection and then they can kind of pick up on each other's energies, even if they're apart. That kind of energy is what I'm seeing here. For whoever it is, we are channeling whoever it is that admires you the most. Okay, or admires you a lot. In this case, we are just picking up on this person. And yeah, I feel like a lot of you, it is romantic because, we have the Ten of Cups here and this sensuality card. And for others of you, I could say it could be friendships as well. I am feeling a friendship vibe too. Okay, so that is who I feel here. Now we're going to get into the reading of what they admire about you most. Of course, if you picked a specific person on your mind, these messages are still valid, even if I didn't mention something to do with your specific person. Okay, so I feel whoever this is that we are channeling admires your ability to really have powerful beliefs, really have powerful values that are stuck into place. I feel like this person admires your loyalty because you do seem to be a very loyal person. And why I say that is because on this other card that came out that we didn't add in because it was an extra card, the wolf spirit is here, and the wolf spirit to me always gives me that energy of loyalty because it takes care of its little cubs in a pack, and it's always, in a pack, they're always loyal to each other in the pack, taking care of each other. So there is this feeling of like you are loyal to those around you, those in your circle, those that are close to you. You're very loyal to them, and you have amazing beliefs and values that this person is extremely proud of in some way and admires in some way. Okay, and also the reason why I say this may be romance, we have two swans here. To me, swans represent gentleness, purity, but also romance. So I feel like whoever it is one pure soul that is recognizing your pure soul and is admiring that in love and gentleness is the feeling I get here. Because swans to me always give me that energy of a pure soul or someone that is very gentle and loving and genuine, acknowledging that in another person is what I see here, because they're kind of having their heads towards each other in love. So I see that. I also feel like this person admires your ability to really work on yourself and to move away from anything that is not serving you. So the feeling I get here is, since we have the duality card and the wisdom card and the healing card right next to each other, I take this as everyone has a shadow self, okay? And we even see that in the devil card here. Everyone on earth has a shadow self, and that is a normal thing, okay? But how we react to that is important in our lives, because the shadow self is basically the part of us that has been rejected, that has been wounded, that has been abandoned, that has been made to feel like it does not belong. Those parts of us that have been made to feel like we should throw them away because they're not worthy or deserving of love. That type of energy, it all turns into our shadow self. But when we can understand where our shadow self comes from, we can have more compassion for it, because I think what I've been also realizing lately, doing a lot of readings for people and clients, is a lot of the times we are scared of our own shadows, but our shadow self is not inherently bad if you look at where it comes from. If it comes from a wound or pain, it's not necessarily bad or something to be afraid of or run from. Our shadow self is actually the biggest teacher of our emotions and how to find wisdom from our wounds. Okay, so since I see a journal here, some of you could be doing shadow work and really releasing parts of your shadow. Since it is opposite the Tower card, we see the woman kind of like kicking the tower down to get the crown. So I see this as like, since it's next to the healing card, perhaps you've been doing a lot of shadow work or working on your inner self, trying to almost tame that part of yourself, and as a result of that, you get some kind of reward here with the crown, which maybe is healing, maybe it's self-worth, I don't know, but there is some kind of wound you are trying to release here, or some kind of part of your shadow self that you are trying to clear out, if that makes sense. And I just feel like it's healing that you've been doing, healing on yourself emotionally. And if you haven't been doing shadow work, then maybe you've been going to therapy for trauma, or because the tower sometimes reminds me of trauma, and sometimes trauma can add to our shadow self, okay? But that's the feeling I get here, is you've been doing some work on yourself. And the shadow self, like I mentioned, is not bad. I want to give you an example from Spirit to try and explain it better. Okay, Spirit is giving me a simple but acknowledgeable example that can work for anything. Okay, so let's say we have a person that grows up and they didn't grow up in the most richest areas or neighborhoods, and they really grew up lacking a lot of the basic needs that they needed. Like, a lot of the times they went home and didn't have food on their plate to eat. And then maybe they'd notice that other kids at school have food, but they didn't, and they just feel so hungry and sad and everything like that. This is making me sad. And let's say one day this little kid goes to the shop and sees, a store there, and sees the manager's not in the store. And his shadow self has been wounded by poverty, for example. Okay, let's just say this is a simple example, but it is something that we maybe see in the world. He has not had the basic needs met, or she or they, right? And they walk to the store and they see that this manager's not there, the shop is empty, and he can go and take whatever he wants, or she or they. and not get caught by it at all because nobody's there. So they decide to go there and take a chocolate from the counter and run out quickly and eat that chocolate. And then the next time they are hungry for more chocolate and they're like, should I do it again? But then they realize, okay, if I do this again, it's literally stealing. And it's, yeah, you know what I mean? It's not a good thing, but we can understand where it comes from. So that is what the shadow self basically is. It is the parts of us that has been wounded, that almost like lacked something, lacked love, lacked money growing up, lacked nurturing, lacked care, lacked acceptance, it's that kind of energy. So it can be different for everyone watching. Of course, that was just a simple, silly example, but I feel like you have been doing work on yourself to not let these parts of you come out in destructive ways, is what I'm hearing from Spirit. Because, like, let's say we have been, let's say have a rejection wound, and that rejection wound turns into our shadow self, and someone rejects us, and then our shadow self is telling us to get revenge on them. You know what I mean? But that is just the hurt version of ourselves trying to act out almost like a toddler, is the feeling I get. And I feel like you've been working on yourself a lot and trying to almost like release parts of your shadow that are repressed, or emotions that are repressed that you didn't quite understand before, where it's like almost like that version of yourself throwing a tantrum and saying, hey, look at me, I'm feeling this, and I need to feel this. And it's like that type of energy. So I feel like you have been healing yourself, rebirthing yourself with the skull here, and finding wisdom from your duality, finding wisdom from your pain, finding wisdom from the deepest parts of your subconscious mind and where that wound comes from. You've also been learning from your deepest emotions, and wounds, and it's like an emotion that is not necessarily wanted, or a thought that is not necessarily wanted, but it comes from a wound. And maybe before you were like scared to know what it was, or like scared to look deeper into it, but now you give me this like warrior energy, almost like I'm defeating my inner like beast, almost like defeating my inner demons. I don't know, like that's the feeling I get here. You've been really working on yourself and trying to understand those parts of your subconscious mind or repressed emotions, trying to come to the surface so that you can bring it to light and heal it. Because I feel like you are a pure soul, but we all have our shadow selves on earth, and that's where the tricky part to explain it comes in. Because we can have pure souls and still have a shadow self. We can have pure souls and still make mistakes in life. But I feel like I was kind of going off track there trying to explain that. But I feel like this person admires your warrior spirit to be able to look into these deepest dark depths of yourself and find out where a specific wound comes from, almost like break it down, bring it to the light, as we see here in the Tower card. I mean, this person is even wearing like, I think that's karate clothes. Yeah, so it's giving me this energy of this powerful energy of like you healing yourself, that this person really admires the fact that you're so dedicated and committed to finding wisdom from this. I feel like some of you with the power to give and receive healing, some of you are healers and you heal other people with this, or you share the wisdom through art or through music, or you heal people through artistic means. But it's like you are putting your wisdom into that specific thing. Some of you, I see, some of you are artistic, and this person admires your artistic skills, and your creativeness is something I'm seeing as well, and admires your ability to be able to give that wisdom to others, either now or in the future, through healing. And that's healing, to be able to take wisdom from a situation of something you learned and be able to give it to others. That's what I'm seeing here. So I feel like this person admires your brilliant values, your pure soul, your pure and gentle soul, but also your ability to have this warrior spirit or essence and go deep into the depths of your subconscious mind, find wisdom from it, heal it, and then heal others with it. Okay, so some of you, like I said, are psychics. I feel some of you are psychics, or you heal other people's emotions, because you're very good with diving deep into emotions and the subconscious mind. Or it's just like you give that wisdom to others through the work you've done on yourself. And I feel like that person that we're channeling admires this about you. Admires your strong spirit. Like, I keep getting the strength from you, this inner strength and power from you that this person admires. I feel like this person admires your strong essence and spirit as well, but also ability to move forward and to almost like go away from those things, from those problems, and look at the future with optimism and joy. Like, yes, I had that in my past, but my past doesn't define my future or now. And that is the feeling I get, almost like this person admires that about you, your ability to look at the world optimistically, even though maybe you've been hurt. Your ability to give love to others, even though maybe you've been hurt. Your ability to be generous to others, even though maybe you haven't had people be generous to you. It's like this person admires your optimistic energy. Like, you have a very pure soul, is something I'm feeling very strongly, and this person really admires that, like all these traits about you that are so beautiful. I also feel like this person is a little bit more logical, on the logical side, whereas you are more on the playful side, more on the emotional healing side. So I could be, for some of you, take it as it resonates, doesn't have to be. For some of you, you could be fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or for some of you, you could be water signs, which is Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. Whereas this person, I feel like this person could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or an earth sign, Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus. Those are just the signs I'm feeling, but it doesn't have to be exactly like that. Of course, take it as it resonates. It's not going to be that for everyone, but that's what I'm feeling here. I'm feeling like this person admires your strongness, your strength, like your warrior energy is what I feel here. But this person also admires your playfulness, your gratitude for life, your ability to look at life with an optimistic pair of eyes, colorful pair of eyes, looking at the world through color and looking at the world through a lens of love, even though maybe you've never received that before. That is what I'm feeling here very strongly. I also feel like this person admires your nurturing, compassionate energy, because you are very nurturing and you have a very healing energy just to even be around. And I feel like your presence is like music to the ears. Your presence is like viewing art and seeing the most beautiful masterpiece. That's the feeling I get of how this person admires and appreciates you, because it's like your life you've created has been like a masterpiece, and the person you have grown into and created for yourself is like a masterpiece, and that's the feeling I get here. This person feels like you are really, really, really nurturing, really compassionate, really graceful, really gentle and genuine. And this person admires those traits within you, but also admires this playful quality you have, this ability to look at life with this ease and not try to, I don't mean take things too seriously, but take life with like this light energy of like, every day's a new day, there's brand new possibilities, like this joyful, optimistic approach to life is what they admire most about you. And your gracefulness, your nurturingness, your compassionate, because I feel like you give this person a lot of nurturing. And I'm hearing, if some of you are women watching this, I'm hearing that if this is a divine masculine, I feel like this person thinks you would be an amazing mother, is something I'm getting for some of you. Of course, take it as it resonates. If you're not a woman, it doesn't resonate. It's okay. But that's what I'm hearing for some of you. I'm feeling like this person admires your skills, as we see here, artistic skills. This person admires your confidence, your courage, your belief in yourself, is something I'm seeing as well. Because, I mean, we have the Queen of Wands here and the sensuality card. So I feel here, like with the cat family showing up here in these two cards, it always reminds me of this confidence, this courage, this belief in self, and it's like that's what you have, and that's what this person admires the most in you. This person admires your kind of personal power, where maybe you don't even realize how much power you have within you and how much courage and strength you have within you. And it's like this person also admires your confidence, your ability to kind of do something you're passionate about and hope for the best, and kind of build your confidence up in that way. Because I feel like sometimes when you start to do things that you feel you're passionate about, you start to get more good at your skills, and then you start to elevate and level up as a person, and you start to become more and more confident in yourself and your abilities, is what I'm feeling here. And it's like some of you may be on a self-love or self-worth journey where you've been trying to elevate in that way. So I almost see this as like kicking down any previous opinions of self where they weren't like that belief in yourself, and putting that crown back on your head, since it's next to the Queen of Wands. I see it like that with the Tower card, where you've really been trying to take back your power, and like you've really been trying to build your confidence in self and your self-worth in self. And that is what this person admires in you as well, and sees in you already. Maybe you don't see it as much, but it's like maybe you think it's still growing, but this person sees it already and admires it already. This person also admires your passion for life, your passionate nature, your sensual nature as well, your ability to kind of be confident in yourself, wear what you want to wear, and not really worry about what other people say, or express yourself in whatever way you want to. I feel like if this is a romantic situation, there is this sense of like this person admiring the intimate moments you have together, if it is like that, because there's something about that that is healing to them. But also I feel like if it's more so a friendship vibe, this person admires your ability to kind of be sensual and express those parts of yourself by the way you dress and the way you want to express yourself. And it's like they really admire those traits in you, something I'm seeing. Your kind of passion for life. And I don't know why I'm hearing this now. I'm hearing brats where it's like passion for fashion. Maybe you have a passion for fashion, some of you, or your fashion style is really good, and that's something this person admires in you. And your sense of style, maybe the way you do your makeup, the way you do your hair, the way you express your artistic skills, something about your artistic or creative skills are really on point. And that is what I feel here from your reading, my pal number ones. I feel like, lastly, what I also want to say, this person admires your beautiful heart. Your beautiful heart that is so bright and so vivid, that is always shining out to the world. Your genuineness and that love you have within you. That's what I feel here. Okay, so that was your reading, my pal number ones. I really hope that this reading resonated. If it did, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I can't wait to see you in my next reading. Bye! Hi there, my pal number twos. If you chose this apatite crystal, this reading is for you. We're going to be taking a look at what do they admire about you. Okay, so if you watch the intro, as I said earlier, you either picked based on a person on your mind, or we will see kind of like an open-ended question of like who comes up, who admires you most. So just take the reading as it resonates. Since this is a general reading, each person's energy is different here. So only take what resonates and leave the rest. You chose the cards Sacred Breath and Sound with Life Force Energy and Communication. I'm going to go ahead and add the rest of your cards now. Okay, so for your cards, we have Divine Feminine with Magnetic and Receptive Power. We have Calming the Waters with Peaceful Self-Regulation. We have Adjustment with Looking Back and Moving Forward. We have Twin Flames with Soul Partner and Eternal Connection. We have the King of Cups. We have the Five of Wands. We have the Three of Pentacles. We have the Seven of Swords. And lastly, we have the Seven of Cups. Okay, my pal number twos, now that we have your cards laid out, I see exactly what they admire about you. So those that kind of like pick this pile with an intention of looking at a specific someone, this reading is still valid for you. But for those that kind of kept it open-ended and wanted to see who admired them most, who came up in this reading, we seem to have a soul partner here, a soulmate, a twin flame connection. For a lot of you, it is a twin flame. For some of you, soulmate connection, but it is definitely a soul partner here. Okay. Of course, I feel more romantic energies, but you know how soulmates can also be friends. If some of you, it's like a soul friend, um, like a soul tribe member, or for some of you, it is a twin flame or soulmate connection where it is romantic. So that is what I'm seeing about who admires you the most in this kind of reading. In terms of what they admire about you, I see that this person admires your gentle nature, your wise energy, because we have the dolphin here. Dolphins are very wise in itself, and um, I feel like you've been learning a lot of wisdom from the heart healing you've been doing on yourself. I see a lot of heart healing, a lot of self love energies. You've been trying to let go of things that no longer serve you and grow as a person. So this person really admires your personal growth and how far you have come in your personal growth journey in terms of feeling your emotions, learning the wisdom from them, and then slowly letting go and releasing it is what I'm seeing. Um, and healing your heart in order to make space for more love energies to come in, or it's like you've been letting go of emotions that you no longer want to find the wisdom from it in order to receive better things in your life and make more space for better emotions or better things to come into your life. So I see you've been just letting go of a lot that is no longer resonating with you at a soul level, and kind of like healing your heart from every encounter that has almost like left dents in your heart. So I'm seeing an image of someone sewing back up their heart, sewing up the pieces, and it's like you're putting your heart back together from almost like the pieces that have been broken metaphorically. Um, and I see it's like you've been expanding in your self-love journey, in your ability to receive love, but not only receive love, but also give love um, at a healthy level is something I'm seeing. So this person admires your personal growth you've been doing on yourself, your healing you've been doing on yourself, the heart healing, because it is helping your connection in some way. This heart healing you're doing, because it's letting go and it's cleansing of what no longer is needed there, but at the same time it's making room for um, something new to be created is what I see here. So they're taking me to this quote um, that I watched on Lexi DeLeo's page, where she was like, um, a while ago she said that, you know, we can't um, buy a home and put new furniture on top of the old furniture. And I see this as like the home of your emotions or the home of your heart. We can't put new furniture over old furniture. And I see this furniture metaphor as like the old things that were once in your heart that are no longer resonating with you at a soul level anymore. And this can be anything. This can be pain from people that they've put onto you, anxiety being released, as we see here in the Seven of Swords card. It is a different depiction of the anxiety being released, or those parts of us being released in order to make change and adjustment. I see this as like you've been releasing the parts of yourself you no longer want, in order to make room for better feelings, if that makes sense, and better situations and circumstances, because those furnitures that are in your home, in your heart, no longer resonate with you at a soul level anymore. So it's like you're letting go of a lot, is what I see here. And Spirit is kind of pulling this pain out of you. And as we see in this depiction here, the person is, you know, tending to the flowers, cutting away the weeds, things like that. So I see this as like you have been almost like tending to the garden of your soul, watering the garden of your soul and nurturing yourself deeply in order to heal your heart. And it's like as you nurture your heart and your soul, and you almost like take out the weeds of your soul that are things that no longer resonate with you on a soul level, in your heart, you're kind of cutting away those weeds and then watering the garden of your soul in order to plant more beautiful seeds of love and self-love and courage and strength and wisdom and things like that. So I feel like you've been learning a lot of wisdom from the weeds you've almost been cutting away in your soul, and like planting new flowers of growth and creating something new. As we see here, a pregnant woman, it's like you've been planting new seeds of love and beautiful energies in your aura and frequency on a metaphoric level. Okay, so that is what I'm seeing, and this is what this person admires a lot about you: your strength and ability to really look within and really grow as a person and really water yourself, the garden of your soul, and grow as a person and create new things. I see this as like, let's say, okay, I see that maybe I have a trigger with this, and it's from a deeper wound of this, but this is not the type of person I want to be. So how can I almost clear this energy away by self-regulating my emotions and finding out where that wound or emotion comes from? And then once I've released that wound or emotion, I'm going to create a better part of my personality, of the person I want to be, and become that today and create that today. That's a feeling I get here of what you've been doing, my pal number twos. Whether you've been doing this intentionally or unintentionally, I see this is what you've been doing, and this is what this person admires about you most. The change you've been doing on yourself. You've been creating yourself to be the best possible version of yourself and letting go of what no longer serves you to create something better in yourself. You get what I mean? And I feel like this person notices your strength, notices how you've been healing yourself, notices how you've been creating new and better and improved versions of yourself. And it's like this person also notices and admires the fact that you are able to so peacefully self-regulate your emotions. When you are triggered or when you are feeling emotions that you no longer resonate with on a soul frequency, and it's like you've been trying to work through that. And this twin flame or soulmate connection is really noticing your growth, how you've grown as a person, is really admiring that, and is really admiring your ability to calmly self-regulate when you're feeling like anger, when you're feeling triggered or feeling like feelings of conflict with them. That is what I feel here, and it makes sense because, you know, twin flame relationships do trigger the unhealed wounds in us and unhealed versions of us to be released, so that we can change and become the best versions of ourselves on earth. That's literally what twin flame relationships do, so it makes sense what I'm saying in your reading. So this person admires your personal growth and who you've been creating yourself to become, and the changes you've been making in your lifestyle, in your kind of way of perceiving things from the past, the changes you've been making by letting go of those old versions of yourself that you no longer want to be and creating new versions of yourself, the changes you've been making in your life where you see this friendship is no longer resonating with me, and the person I've become and changed into, I'm going to let this go and hope I receive something better. Or, this job is no longer working for me. I've outgrown this job. I am going to make an adjustment or change here. So this person admires the changes you've been making in your life to almost like create this better version of you, or to create this better version of your reality. But I see it more so like you've been doing internal changes, and as a result of that, external changes come with that as a result of your growth. So that is what I'm seeing. This person admires the kind of changes you've been making in your life to create better options, as we see here, the Seven of Cups, to create better options for you and this person, to live a happier life together, to live the most fulfilled life together, full of changes and beautiful new opportunities and beautiful growth is what I see here. I also see that this person admires your strength and your courage to be able to do this, to be able to willingly do this is what I see here. Because a lot of twin flame relationships, in my experience of doing readings, sometimes they don't realize that there is changes that need to happen and there is things that need to be released, and then they kind of get caught up in that and resist against those changes, whereas you aren't doing that. So that's why I'm saying this reading is very beautiful, and it makes sense based on my knowledge of twin flames. Okay, so I also see that this person admires the fact that you are being willing to love yourself more and understand yourself on a deeper level, because the more you understand yourself, the more you're going to understand your twin flame. The more you accept and love yourself, the more you're going to accept and love your twin flame. I have always said in twin flame connections, they teach us the biggest part of self-love, because maybe the things we get triggered by in our twin flame are maybe parts of us we don't necessarily like, or you get what I mean? So the twin flame connection teaches us the biggest journey of self-love and self-acceptance. So that is what I am seeing here. This person admires your willingness to really go deep into yourself and heal yourself and love yourself on a deeper level and grow as a person and create something new. I also see that this person admires, I feel like you are someone that is innovative and creates new things in terms of your life. Like maybe some of you are creative, or some of you are creating your reality and making changes in your reality for the best, for the better. And it's like this person admires your innovative qualities right now to be able to create something new in your life, to be able to create happy new memories in your life, to be able to create art, to be able to be creative and follow your passions, to be able to kind of create new moments in your life, kind of create new changes in your life. That is what I'm seeing. I'm also seeing that this person admires what you've been creating in your career, because it seems like you've been really expanding in your career, trying to grow in your career. This person sees you as someone that is going to be very successful in this lifetime, very abundant and wealthy, but not just physical material abundance. Abundance in the soul is what I see here. So this person really just admires your growth in your career and how you've been growing as a person as well, and the kind of like the things you've been creating in your career is something I'm seeing. I also feel like this person has a very protective quality over you. And I'm seeing that very strongly. This person would protect you against anyone that was trying to like come towards you with negative energy. That's what I'm seeing. I'm also seeing this person admires your intuitive nature, your wise energy, and this wisdom comes from you working on yourself and healing yourself. This person admires your communication skills and the communication you hold together. So it's like this person admires the way you communicate, maybe even like, let's say you're irritated today and you breathe and you calm down and you try to communicate it in a healthy way. This person admires that about you, or admires your communication style, how you communicate, or admires your communication together as two people connecting on a deep level. It's almost like this person finds your communication to be very playful together, but also very wise and very deep at the same time. This person really thinks that they can have deep conversations that are also playful with you. It's not too serious. That's the feeling I get here. So this is what this person admires. This person also feels like your voice is healing in some way. They like listening to your voice and they admire your voice and your wisdom. It's like they also admire to listen to the wisdom you've gained from healing yourself, because I feel like this person secretly uses the kind of wisdom you've given them. And that is what I'm seeing as well. I'm seeing that this person admires your life force energy, your ability to kind of have that life force energy and passion to create change and go after the things you want in life and create the life you want for yourself. So I feel like you really inspire this person as well to become the best version of themselves and to create the best reality for themselves, is what I'm seeing here as well. This person admires your ability to be magnetic to your manifestations and your desires, and your power within, your divine feminine power. Of course, if you're not a woman watching this, I just mean divine feminine energy. You're very intuitive, you're very connected to your emotions on a deep level, and you have this feminine power to you, is what I'm seeing, regardless of gender. You are very much in your divine feminine energy, in your magnetic receptive energy, to be able to receive blessings and manifestations and have lots of options open to what you want to receive from the universe. But I'm seeing that I may not even be mentioning all the things this person admires about you, but maybe just the strongest things right now in this particular moment of you watching this, or me recording this video. Okay, so I feel this is all I have to say. Like the last thing I want to say really is, I feel like if this is a romantic situation, I feel like you two work together as a team, and this person feels like you two fit perfectly in a puzzle together, and they want to create a magical life with you and come to the same level as you of like healing and growing. It's like they want to grow with you, and I feel here that they also just admire the playful energy you have together and the beautiful connection you have together. I feel a lot of gratitude here. So this is what I have for your reading, my pile number 2s. I really hope that this reading resonated. If it did, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I can't wait to see you in my next reading. Bye! Hi there, my pile number 3s. If you picked this orange calcite crystal, this reading is for you. We're going to be taking a look at what do they admire about you, okay? So if you chose this pile based on someone on your mind, this reading is still valid for you. I've set the intention that people can either watch this with a specific person in their mind or see what comes up in an open-ended way. So just take it as it resonates. If you watch this to see who comes up, just take it as it resonates as well, because we may see one or different people that come up in your reading today that admire you. Okay, so once I've said that, please also just take what resonates, as this is a general reading. It may differ for everyone watching. I'm now going to add your cards, but you pick the card Clarity with Planning and Releasing Illusion. Okay, so for your cards, we have Balance with Stability and Standing Firm. We have Building Your World with Creation, Expansion, and Networking. We have Miracles with Ancient Wisdom. We have Summoning Power with Instinct, Intellect, and Control. We have the Star. We have the Three of Cups. We have the Ten of Pentacles. We have the Hermit. And lastly, we have the King of Wands. Okay, my pile number 3s, now that we have your cards laid out, I see exactly what they admire about you. Okay, so I feel here, whoever we're talking about, as I said, if you picked a specific person on your mind, this reading is still valid that way. However, if you wanted it to be open-ended, this is your answer here on who we are seeing here in your cards. So, firstly, I'm feeling different people come through for you, my pile number 3s, which is different from pile number 1 and 2 because we only had like one person come through. Yeah. Okay, so for your pile, I feel ancestors here, and they are so proud of how far you have come. So I'm feeling like grandmotherly figures here. If your grandmother has passed on, then this is your message. If it's a great grandma, same message, but I feel like this is someone that is very nurturing and caring about you, and there is that energy here of a grandma figure being very proud of you is something I feel here. So take it as it resonates. If you don't have a deceased grandma, that's okay. You don't have to take that message. It's not for you. Okay, and then I also see friendships here. So some of the things I'm going to mention are friendships of people you have friendships with that admire you in some way. And then for some of you, I'm feeling people that you're opening your heart to, people that you have deep emotions and connections to, or someone you have a deep emotions and connections to, and like someone you've had a past life connection with, okay? So someone you're opening your heart up to, and there is a deep connection, and you know, there is some past life energies there. Okay, so this is who I feel here. Of course, if you picked a specific person in your mind, this reading is still valid then. I'm seeing something about your handwriting. This person admires your handwriting, or have you written something recently that was good for your life? This is a specific message for some of you. Like let's say you recently bought a home and you signed it, or you recently just got a new job and you signed the contract, something like that. I'm seeing something along those lines. it's like your handwriting that they admire. I'm also, maybe some of you are writers. That's the feeling I'm getting as well. Or public speakers. And it's like they admire your skills there. Take it as it resonates. That's just a message for some of you. I also feel like whoever we're talking about here admires your ability to speak up for yourself, because I feel like you've recently been trying to speak up for yourself more, trying to learn how to really set boundaries and say no and speak up for yourself. And this is what I'm feeling here. So you've been transforming and opening up your throat chakra to be able to speak your truth, to be able to be in a place of truth, to be able to really honor yourself in that way. And this person admires that and is proud of that. I'm seeing nails for some of you. Someone here admires your nails, likes how your nails look. There is this thing of maybe in the past, like I'm feeling in your career or just your personal growth, but I'm feeling a lot of career energies here. So I see that this person has maybe seen you maybe not really feel satisfied with the things that were happening in your career or in your personal life, where you didn't feel like you had full control over your life. You didn't feel like you had that full power over your life and control over your life. That's a feeling I get here. But you've been trying to balance yourself out, been trying to keep yourself on both 2 feet, and Spirit is showing me a tree. So you've been grounding yourself and being rooted in who you are as an individual, like a tree. And you know how a tree has its roots far, far, far down in the ground, and then it isn't shakeable. If you try to knock it over, it won't shake. And I feel like that's what you've been doing lately in your journey as a human being on earth. You've been really trying to balance yourself out and to have stability and stand firm in who you are and kind of take control over the things in your life. And this person really is admiring and is proud of that, because you were once at a point where maybe you didn't feel like you had full control over your life, where you felt like a little bit unsatisfied or bored with life, or not really feeling like you're living the most of life. And now you've been accepting help from yourself or from others, and you've been gradually climbing the ladder to success or to creating the life that is fulfilling to you. And that is what I'm seeing here. Even if you don't feel like you are far on that journey yet, I feel like you're getting there. And there's something about you really building your world up around you, creating the world you want to live, noticing how, okay, I feel stuck here. What am I going to do to create movement here? I feel unsatisfied here in this part of my life. What am I going to do to bring satisfaction to this part of my life? What would bring me satisfaction? And like exploring yourself a lot more, and who you are and who you want to be in your truth, and who you want to grow into like a tree. And you've been really standing firm in who you are as a person and staying in your truth, even if people don't necessarily like that. That is what I'm seeing. You've been growing like a beautiful tree and standing firm and balanced and stable in who you are, but you've also been growing in your stability, in your financial stability, emotional stability, career stability. That's the feeling I get here. In your own stability, in your own daily life. That's what I feel here. You've also been trying to be more firm with yourself and others in terms of boundaries and your truth, and like, this is what I expect, this is what I don't expect. Trying to almost like stay balanced and grounded in who you are, and um, not being malleable to what other people want from you, is what I'm hearing from Spirit. Kind of being true to yourself and sticking to who you are, and not letting anyone tell you who you should be or who you should mold yourself into to make them comfortable. So I see that you've really been trying to build and create and expand your world around you, to live the best possible life that you want to live. And as we spoke about ancestors, I feel here they are bringing miracles into these areas of your life where you once felt stuck. And there is something about clairvoyancy here, like your ancestors communicating to you through your dream state, through visions, through hearing songs, through daily life or interactions and signs. There's something about them sending you signs of clairvoyance to trust in the miracles that they're going to send. Of course, if you don't have a grandma here, I just feel the energies of ancestors as well. So that is what I feel there. And I feel like in terms of the friendships, I feel like the friendships have, your friends have been noticing your growth as a person, noticing how you've been trying to plan the things you want to create, how you've been trying to really build your own stability and balance and find clarity on who you want to be and who you want to grow into and the life you want to create, and plan that and take the steps towards that. So it's like your friends really admire and are really rooting for you to have success, and it's like they're celebrating your growth and really admiring that, as well as the people you are opening up your heart to in love or any type of deep connection, deep emotional connection. It's like they are celebrating your growth and celebrating how far they can see you going. And it's like maybe you're just starting out, but it's like I really see you blooming and blossoming into the best possible version of yourself. And it's like even if you are only starting out there, it's like these people around you really have faith in you and really see you reaching the top of success, reaching a powerful state within yourself. It's like whoever I'm channeling admires the fact that you are growing as a person and you're following your heart and you're kind of following who you want to be and creating that version of yourself, but also building your world around you and finding clarity on who you want to be and what life you want to live. And it's like they see that and they admire your strength and they admire your ability to kind of go for what you want without fear, even if you are feeling fear, but taking the courage to go there. And I mean, we have the lion here, which is the king of the jungle, and I feel like it's this energy of your friends or the people you're opening up your heart to see the miracles that are going to take place in your life and see how far you're going to go in your career, in your success, in your ability to change and transform and grow as a person in your own life and the world you want to build around you. It's like they see the miracles that can take place and they see the person that you're going to become. They see your potential and they're very loyal to you. And because the wolf is here, the wolf spirit is always this energy of loyalty to me. So they're loyal to you and they are really rooting for you to succeed in life, rooting for you to have the most celebrations in life, rooting for you to live the most stable life where you are feeling gratitude for the miracles that have taken place. They really are rooting for you to become powerful in your career, powerful in your belief in yourself, powerful in the way that you follow your instincts and your heart and your intuition, because the wolf spirit also is that energy. And it's like they admire that in you very strongly. They admire your potential and they see your potential and see how powerful you are going to become in this lifetime. because you have been reclaiming your power, but not just in career, also in your emotions. You've been reclaiming your power by um, speaking your truth and standing firm in who you are and staying true to yourself, regardless of what other people think, and staying true to what you feel your instincts are telling you, regardless of other people's opinions. Because I feel like you're very intuitive and you can see things from bird's eye perspective, and it's like, not all people can see it from that perspective, where maybe you're reading into future energies, but they can't. So it's not like they're gonna understand it. So I feel like you've been taking back your power by doing that, and by going after the things you want in life, by creating the things you want in life, and not staying stuck and stagnant into places where you don't feel satisfied in life. It's also your emotions, the emotions you've been healing, um, that has helped you reclaim your power, and balancing out your emotions has been reclaiming your power, is something I see here. I also see with the star, it's like these people who I'm channeling feel like you shine like a star, feel like you are really going to get a lot of recognition in your career and shine in what you do, regardless of what you do. Um, these people really feel like you are going to be celebrated and seen and heard and admired for your skills and your gifts, and your star qualities is something I'm seeing. So these people notice your star qualities and admire your star qualities and how much you shine in them, and how much you shine in your career. I keep seeing messages about career, so that's what I'm going to take. I mean, since you chose the orange calcite, perhaps you have some things you're passionate about, and the King of Wands is here, so maybe you have some talents or hobbies or things you're passionate about, that these people around you are rooting for you to notice your power and to notice how far you can come in your journey to creating the world around you that you want to live. It's like you're creating a garden of paradise to live in by the things you've been putting in your life, by the things you've been creating in yourself and the person you want to be. You've had a lot of growth as a person, and it's like you've been transforming and changing and becoming the best version of you, and also like transforming your life into being the most paradise type of life. And it's like these people that I'm channeling are rooting for you and think that you are going to be so successful in each endeavor you go to. And I don't just mean career, I just mean success in your life, feeling like your life, the life you've built for yourself, is successful and it's beautiful and you appreciate it, and you're, opening your heart to the miracles that may come. These people I'm channeling also admire your ability to trust your instincts, your loyalty to them, and your ability to see life from a bird's eye view or bird's eye perspective. These people I'm channeling also celebrate your wins and your successes, and they admire your not only loyalty, but your ability to treat everyone with love and care and support, and this kind of energy of treating everyone like your family, even your friendships. I'm also seeing that they admire your ability to follow that light within you, as we see here in the Hermit, even when around you is just darkness and nothing to say yes, go for it. It's like you've been following that light within you, and what brings that light out. So, for example, maybe some of you are creative and you are following your passions. That's following that light in front of you, in you. That's what I mean. So, of course, it's different for all of you, but it's like you've been following that within you. But you are also very wise, and you are also seen as a miracle to them in some way, to the people around you, and you're seen as very charismatic, someone that has a lot of growth, that is always planting seeds of love and beautiful energies into your life, and it's like you are giving love to your future self by doing this. I'm also seeing that these people admire your magical qualities and your wisdom and your intuition and your ability to shine like a star, and also guide others from the wisdom you've learned in your life. And that is what I feel here from your reading, my pal number threes. I really hope that this reading resonated. If it did, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I can't wait to see you in my next reading. Bye!